wanted to talk today about the importance of sellers disclosing up front things they know are probably going to be found during a due diligence period. And I got a quick story for you to tell you why it's so important and how it will always work out for the better being truthful up front. Stick around. Let's go! So I was working on a deal recently in which during the marketing period, a tenant called the property manager and said that there was a large crack that showed up around the bedroom frame. And so the property manager investigated it, saw a big crack, called the owner. Owner called out Ramjack. Ramjack is one of the best in the world in settlement issues. And so right away, Ramjack went out, assessed it, and indeed it needs to be underpinned. What happened was there was a leak down below the building at one point. It created a cavern underneath, and so the cavern needs to be filled with concrete. They'll make it better than new, and Ramjack provides a lifetime warranty on their work, which was awesome. So the owner decided, thankfully, to tell me that right away rather than waiting to see if it got found. I notified all the buyers. That bought a lot of goodwill with the buyers, that the seller was willing to do that, which he should have, by the way. It's not like it's this amazing, admirable thing that should have been done, and I'm glad he did. And so the buyer who won was very appreciative of that. He gets to go into a deal knowing he's dealing with a seller that's upfront and legit. Things like going over the PSA make you feel better. The inspections will make you feel better. Going over the paperwork makes you feel like you're dealing with someone who's not going to give you the runaround. Then, during inspections, it was found that several of the other buildings had cracks, but they were small hairline cracks. And I could tell from my experience, none of them were settlement issues. They were more slab issues. Maybe it was poured a little bit differently. So the seller immediately called Ramjack again. Ramjack came out, checked out the rest of the buildings, and sure enough, all those buildings were fine, provided that report. I passed on the buyer. We're good to go. The other thing that happened during the inspections, which I always encourage sellers to do, is to go ahead and have your property managers during the unit by unit walkthroughs for the buyer, go ahead and do their 6-month inspection. And what I mean by that is usually once or twice a year, property managers like to walk all the units to take notes on things that need to be done, perhaps prior to a lease ending, or they're looking out for dogs that shouldn't be there, roommates that shouldn't be there. I always encourage, if you're going to be selling an asset, go ahead and do your unit walkthroughs with the buyer and your property manager so they can take notes, especially if it's a student housing property and you've got turn coming up in several months. It's awesome for the management company and their maintenance crew to go ahead and have notes up front so they can start doing a lot of those repairs right now, like tomorrow, which will make the turn day or turn days a lot easier to do. All right, that's it. Thanks so much for watching this episode. If you liked it in my car on the way to an appointment, give me a like down below. Make sure you subscribe and you'll be notified each week when the video comes out. See you guys in the next one.